Hi, it's Ashley Latta here with the latest Lunch and Learn from my training centre here in Manchester. What I want to talk to you today is what is your unique selling proposition? Now, you're probably thinking, why am I discussing this? Well, I have a question for you. Have you ever had a situation where you're discussing a treatment plan with a patient and maybe they come up with the final objection right at the end when they turn around to you and say, well, I can get this treatment somewhere else at a less price than you're offering, or it's cheaper down the road. Have you ever had this situation? Maybe they've been quoted a cheaper fee abroad or a different dentist within the same town that you live in. Isn't that horrible when it happens? So how do we handle it, and what tips can I give you to enable you to create a win-win? Well, let me tell you one thing that you shouldn't do first. And the first thing you shouldn't do is rubbish or call the other practice down the road. Because why? It's unprofessional. Even if it's a dentist abroad, you never rubbish or call them, because at the end of the day, again, it's what I've said, it really is unprofessional. But what you must focus on is what I call the WIIFM, which stands for what's in it for me. So what are the major benefits that you offer that maybe the practice down the road or the practice abroad don't offer? And that's what you really need to focus on and concentrate on. Now, what your patients want to know is, what's the major benefits you're offering? What's the difference? Now, the first thing you need to recognize is that very, very few purchases, and I really mean this, are based around the price. So very few patients will buy the cheapest implant system or the cheapest orthodontic system. But what they don't mind spending more is, but what they want to know is, what is the difference? Now, you can't just turn around and say, well, you know, we provide a better service, or look at the environment. What the patient wants to know is, what is the difference? So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, we're talking about implant treatment for the purpose of this exercise. Is the system that you use a top end? Does it last longer? Is it a better fit? Maybe you could talk about the quality of the system and the benefits to me. Do you offer a guarantee? Is it longevity? Maybe also, maybe your opening hours are different. Maybe you can see me at hours that suit me or out of work hours. Or maybe, I come across this all the time, maybe you've got a specialist in the practice and that's all he or she does. In which case you really need to resell the benefits of the patient seeing that particular specialist. What the specialist does, that they only specialize in this treatment, the amount of hours that they spend maybe in additional education, and the fact that that's all they do, and that maybe they can prove that they've got a higher success rate by using your practice. So what I wanted to focus on is if you are more expensive than the practice down the road and you do get as an objection, maybe have a team meeting and maybe get a flip paper and some chart and discuss this. But what is your unique selling proposition? What do you do differently than maybe the practices down the road don't do? And once you come up with a list, once you start educating the patient about this, then what you'll find is that you'll convince the patient, and hopefully you'll see an increase in acceptance of your treatment plans at the prices that your services deserve. So please get your team together and focus on what makes us different. What do we do that's different? What is our unique selling proposition?